Hi folks, welcome back to our channel. In today's Warhammer Fantasy Battle Report, shambling horde of undead invaded Ulthuan in order to feast on some elven flesh and drink some elven blood. Let's see if the High Elves are able to repel the invaders. Okay, and these are my 1499 points of High Elves. The army is led by an archmage from the Lord section. He's a level 4 wizard, and he has a hand weapon, Book of Oath, and Talisman of Preservation. He already rolled for the spells, and he took the signature spell Soul Quench, furthermore Apotheosis, Arcane Unforging, and Fiery Convocation. Furthermore, from the hero section, I have a noble one. He's also my BSB, although the model doesn't show his banner. He has gotten heavy armor, enchanted shield, and sword of might. From the core section, I've got 21 archers with full command. Furthermore, 28 spearmen with full command, and 5 Illyrian reavers, but without command unit. From the special section, I got 18 white lions of grace and 1 lion chariot, and last but not least, from the rare section, I've got 1 giant eagle.
So basically it's
exactly the same
of
army.
the last battle, which has already been victorious.
Yeah, but
I think it's given. I think it was then.
But I think it's maybe not a good. But I think this time it's not a good decision to took the white lions, because they have the lion pelt, which saves them from shooting attacks. But the vampire counts.
On the other hand, the last time they went through 3 units.
But the vampire counts haven't any shoot unit, so maybe the sword masters would be a better decision. Okay, and these are my 1499 points of High Elves. The army is led by an archmage from the Lord section. He's a level 4 wizard, and he has a hand weapon, Book of Oath, and Talisman of Preservation. He already rolled for the spells, and he took the signature spell Soul Quench, furthermore Apotheosis, Arcane Unforging, and Fiery Convocation. Furthermore, from the hero section, I have a noble one. He's also my BSB, although the model doesn't show his banner. He has gotten heavy armor, enchanted shield, and sword of might. From the core section, I've got 21 archers with full command. Furthermore, 28 spearmen with full command, and 5 Illyrian reavers, but without command unit. From the special section, I got 18 white lions of grace and 1 lion chariot, and last but not least, from the rare section, I've got 1 giant eagle. So basically it's exactly the same army of the last battle, which has already been victorious. Yeah, but I think it's given. I think it was then. But I think it's maybe not a good. But I think this time it's not a good decision to took the white lions, because they have the lion pelt, which saves them from shooting attacks. But the vampire counts.
On the other hand, the last time they went through 3 units.
But the vampire counts haven't any shoot unit, so maybe the sword masters would be a better decision. Okay.
Okay, I am grateful to be allowed to play Alex's wonderfully painted models once more. So far I haven't been successful in our escalation campaign with them, but I hope that they'll do well today. 1,500 points of vampire counts. I've got one choice from the Lord section, which is a master necromancer with a 4+ talisman of preservation and a dispel scroll. He's level 4, master of the dead, and we already chose the magic powers. He's got curse of the years, danse macabre, invocation of Nehek, and raise the dead, although I would have liked the other one, the shooty one. And the vampire is a choice from the heroes section. It's 1+ armor because of heavy armor, nightmare with barding, enchanted shield. He's got a 5+ talisman of endurance, a sword of striking, enchanted shield, and red fury. He's level 2, the law of vampires once more, 260 points, and he's got invocation of Nehek and danse macabre as well. Then we've got several choices from the core section, although technically at 1,500 points I need 375 points of core, and although these may seem to be a lot, there are only 376 points, I think. Okay, skeleton warriors, 15 of them, twice, including full command, musician, standard and champion at 105 points each. One regiment of zombies with 20 models, another one with 22 models, and one regiment of dire wolves without anything special at 40 points, whereas the zombies are 60 and 66. And from the special section I've got some 20 graveguard with champion, musician and standard at 250. I've got 3 wargeists plus 10 points for the wargoyle leader upgrade, champion upgrade at 148. And I've got 1 wargulf at 175 points. So I think it's no power play today on both sides. Okay, we've finished our deployment. Alex rolled higher and so started.
I put my reavers on my left flank, followed by the lion chariot, and then the white lions, the spearmen, including my BSBs in the white lions. My arc mage is in the bowman, and my great eagle on the right flank.
And I don't have a left flank. The direwolves are at the utmost right flank of my deployment zone, next to the 22 strong zombie regiment, wargeists behind them, wargulf in the forest, and in the center I've got 1 smaller regiment of zombies, including my level 4 necromancer, and right in front of them, to benefit from invocation of Nehek, I've got the graveguard, 2 regiments of 15 skeletons so far, and one of them is joined by the vampire.
Okay, let's roll for starting the battle. I received a +1.
Yeah.
I got 1 + 1 is 2. Okay, then the vampire
I've got 3, so I'll go first and be back after my first movement phase. So that's the end of my first turn, and it was quite disappointing. They used their ability to do that 10-inch, the vanguard move, and I rolled 4 + 1 for the magic phase, and I at least succeeded in 1 channel. So I had 6 dice, Alex had 4 dice, but I only succeeded in doing 1 invocation of Nehek. And so this squad, because the master necromancer was first and didn't succeed, Alex dispelled it. The vampire used a large version of invocation of Nehek, so this regiment has got 9 additional zombies, whereas this one has got an additional 6, and The units I really hoped for to be reinforced. The skeletons didn't get anything because he isn't a master of the dead and therefore can't summon more than the beginning strength. Okay, that's the end of my first turn.
Okay guys, the end of the first turn of the High Elves. Basically my whole army remained stationary except the Great Eagle, which roared into the sky and put himself into the flank of the undead horde, and my chariot moved slightly facing the onrushing undeads. In the magic phase it was quite interesting. We got a lot of dice, and I tried the arcane unforging, but Marcus used his dispel scroll to deny me the spell. And my second attempt was the fiery convocation on the graveguard, which would be a quite potent spell in order to harm them. And I think we both rolled 25.
Yeah.
So it was dispelled successfully. Okay. Then on to the shooting phase. My Illyrian Reavers try to hit the wolves. They are within 12 inches, so they will hit on 3+. So 3 hits.
And you've got strength 3, I've got toughness 3, so these are probably
1 is
4
dead.
needed, 1 is down.
Okay. And then my archers try to hit the graveguard. There are 21 in total. So 20 shots will hit on 4+.
Just
With the
over there.
longbows.
Yeah.
And the champion will hit on 3+. Yeah, which he does. So
Strength 3 versus toughness 4.
5+ to wound. Oh, that's great. So no wound. The archers remained in their shields or in their armor. Okay, so that was the shooting phase, and that's the end of the first turn of the High Elves.
Okay, the end of my second movement phase. Nothing much has happened. They turned over there in order to flank charge going the long way. Maybe someday. They moved a little, can't do much more as they're far away from the army commander. They moved and advanced. During the magic phase we had a lot of dice, I think 9 dice for me and 6 or 5 for Alex. I tried to do Dance Macabre and got it. And I raised a regiment of 9. We don't have enough models. Alex has got another 50 at home, but not here.
You have to buy additional 100 zombies.
A regiment of 9 zombies right in front of the archers. And the last thing I tried was to do Invocation of Nehek with my Master Necromancer in order for these 4 units to benefit. And as he's a Master of the Dead, he could have increased the strength of the 2 skeleton regiments above the starting size, but this was denied because of a bad roll and Alex having saved all of his dice. Okay, so I think that's the end of my second turn.
Okay, second turn of the High Elves. I already moved. I moved my Illyrian Reavers a little bit backward because the undead horde is nearing my battle line.
Yeah, it's called Frontbegradigung.
And we already played the magic phase, and as you can see, I succeeded in casting Fiery Convocation on the Graveguard. It's a really good spell because it remains in play, and I managed to kill 6 of the Graveguard.
And I'll be forced to spend some of my future dice in order to dispel it.
Yeah. And my Great Eagle moved another 20 inches in order to get behind the undead horde, but I think it's not a good idea to took him into the battle because there are no war machines which he can hunt. So let's see, maybe can charge a unit consisting of only 1 or 2 models in the end.
But on the other hand, we always try to write some
Balance
universal
armies,
lists.
which you can use against other armies. Okay, so there's only some shooting to do. My
2 regiments. Yep.
Reavers try to hit the Vargulf, hitting on 5s only because they moved and it's more than half the distance. So 1 hit, strength 3 versus toughness
Just
5.
5. If it isn't a 6,
Okay.
I think it's going.
And then I shoot with my archers on a newly risen zombie regiment.
No, there are 5
So-
and 9, 5 on the first rank, 4 on the
So
second.
20 hitting on 3s. And the champion hitting on 2. Yeah. Okay. So range 3 versus toughness 3 is 4 plus
I think so.
to kill them. So hopefully 9 4 pluses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's a bad dice roll.
Okay, so the first
4 are
rank
dead.
remains.
So there are 5 zombies already alive. That's not a good shooting phase, and to be honest, but I think my magic phase was therefore rather successful. Okay, that's the end of the second turn of the High Elves.
Okay, we are back after the third movement phase of my turn 3. As you can see, they advanced behind the building and might be able to charge in turn 5 or 6. And he was bold and used his 15 somewhat or 16 in order to get into the ruin. So he might face them or maybe even kill them in close combat. They advanced. They remained behind, and there are many dead models waiting to be
Resurrected.
the eagle. So we didn't have many dice, only 6. I think 6 for me, 3 for Alex, and I chose to do the most sensible thing would have been to try an invocation of Nehek, but I tried to do a curse of the years first and succeeded in killing 3 of the white lions. And as the High Elves can't bring their models back, it's a kind of small victory. On the other hand, as it was cast with total force, there was a kind of feedback. And the 5-inch template was centered on my wizard. Luckily, the wizard survived, and he didn't even get a wound because of his talisman of preservation. But most of his zombie bodyguard died.
18 zombies died.
And I didn't have enough dice left to dispel the
Fiery convocation.
fiery convocation. So this resulted in another, I think, 5 or 6 death guard. So I've sacrificed this regiment for Alex to suffer concerning his white lions. Okay, and that's the end of my third turn.
It's the end of the third turn of the High Elves. My Illyrian Reavers moved slightly towards the enemy in order to get out of sight of the Vargulf, so that they can't be charged. My Lion Shirt reformed in order to have the flank in his point of view. My Great Eagle successfully charged into the zombies and the army commander. As mentioned before, it's maybe the only thing I can do with the eagle this turn. Maybe if he kills enough zombies, maybe they will crumble complete. Otherwise, I think it's the end of the eagle.
But it's just a 50p eagle.
And in the magic phase, it was really another very strong winds of magic. So I got only 3 dice, Marcus
and I had
2. So I used my 3 dice in order to dispel the Curse of the Years, which I succeeded. Marcus tried to dispel Fiery Convocation with 2 6s, but failed in doing so, thus resulting in killing, I think, another 4 of the Graveguard. So, on to the shooting phase. My Reavers tried to hit the zombies Because they move, they will only hit on 4s. So 2 hits.
3 versus on
So
force.
1 is killed. So
1 is
hooray.
down. Yeah.
Not
8.
9, 8. Okay, at least one zombie down. And my archers try to hit the remaining grave guard.
21
Because they're
regular archers.
slightly more than 15 inches away, so they will hit on 4+. And the champion on 3+.
Strength 3 versus 4 is on 5.
5 to wound. So that's a total of 2, 4, 7 wounds.
I'll take your dice. Okay, so it's 7 times
4 up.
4 plus 1,
Oh, they're
2,
down.
3, 4, 5 are down.
Cool.
So the first unit.
Hooray. And the best unit of you, maybe.
Yeah.
Wow.
But at least I won't have to waste any magic dice.
Okay, then on to our first close combat in my third turn. My eagle charged the zombies. He got 2 attacks with a weapon skill of 5 versus 1 is 3 to hit. So both hit. Strength 4 versus toughness 3
3
is
3s.
3 plus 2 wound. Oh, that's not good. Failed to wound a single
But you've
zombie.
already got plus 3 for charging from the back.
Okay, and you have 3
3 of
zombies
them will strike back.
hitting on 5s.
Probably.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hits.
Unbelievable.
Strength toughness.
5 plus. Oh
1.
my god.
So you've suffered 1 wound.
1 wound for the eagle.
0 wound. You've won by 2 and I lose 2 zombies. If I'm
I'm
right.
charged. You have no rank and you lose 2 zombies. No, that's right. Okay. That's the end of my third turn.
Okay, we're back after my 4th round. And after having lost my first regiment, the first regiment in this game, I also failed in the magic phase, although I had a lot of dice. I think I had 8 dice. I tried to use some of them.
For Curse of the Years.
Curse of the Years onto the Spearman.
Unfortunately.
But this resulted because I only used 3 dice in loss of concentration. So my Master Necromancer was designed to be a bluff for Invocation of Nag to follow in order to swell the ranks of these regiments, but he lost his concentration. So all dice I had left, the other 6 I used on the Vampire, Invocation of Nag, largest version possible, but Alex had 6 dice left and dispelled it. So we've only got 2 close combats. The first of them being my Vampire against the Illyrian Reavers, are they called? Okay, you strike first.
Hooray. I think it's my first and last strike with the Reaver, 1 attack, hitting probably on 4s. No. And I can't reroll it because I think you have a high initiative.
I've got a weapon skill of 6 and an initiative of 6.
5, so.
And I've got 4 attacks plus sort of striking.
Okay, so 4 attacks.
Yeah. I'll hit probably on 2s.
On 2s.
Because of the sort of striking, because I've got weapon skill 6.
Okay, then you will hit normally on 3 plus.
And I've got plus 1 to hit. So it's on 2s. 2 hits.
Perfect. 3 hits.
3 hits with strength 5 only against toughness 3.
2 plus.
2 of them.
Okay, so 2 wounds. Do I have an armor save?
Strength 5 is only -2.
-2, so I have hand weapon.
No, it's a light armor.
Light
shield.
armor?
Is
No shield.
okay.
Light armor and horse is a 5 plus.
Mounted. Yeah.
So 2 are down.
And then the horses.
Okay, my horse has an initiative of 4.
I've only got an initiative of 2.
Ha!
So your horse is first.
Come on.
Okay, and my horse, weapon skill 3 against somewhat. Yep, maybe.
Oh.
I've got strength 4.
A 3.
No.
But I think you cost 2 wounds, so I think you have 2 additional attacks.
And
Fury.
Because of
Vampire.
Great Fury, and we forgot the fear test. I forget it all the time. Because technically you could
That's
have
the
had
first time
a
because
lower...
it's, So 2 more hits. Then 2
strength
plus 2 wounds.
toughness. Yeah.
Okay, 2 more down. Okay, so I lost the combat by a lot. So
I charged, flank charged, and did 4 wounds.
So. Ooh, almost.
Mhm.
Okay. They will run
Yeah.
to pursuit.
Well, I think I'll do so.
Mhm.
We've got 2 dice. Do I have 2 or 3?
You have 3 and you have
Okay.
3. Okay, it's 10. 10, okay. You catch me? And they went out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, maybe you can reform now, but we check it in the rulebook.
I just roll. Yeah.
So,
If it is 9,
what
is not enough because the vampire has got 7.
Okay.
If it is a
Leadership,
leadership
okay.
required roll.
Then
Yeah.
the second
Mm-hmm.
close combat, my great eagle. 2 attacks, 2 hits,
Strength toughness.
and 2 wounds this time.
3.
Strength
This
4.
is 4 or 3. Okay. So 2 are down. And 3 strike back.
No.
No hits? Okay. So this time you have scored 2 hits. I don't have any, so another 2 will crumble.
And I'm still in the bag. Does it count in the subsequent turn?
I'm not sure if it's after the first one. Yeah.
Okay, then 2 more.
So. And then.
Okay, that's the end of your 4th turn already. Okay, end of the 4th turn of the High Elves. A lot of things had happened this turn. My Lion Chariot successfully charged into the Wargeists. I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but I think otherwise it would be tear apart by the Wargulf.
Yeah.
So I decided to at least cause some kind of harm. My White Lion successfully charged into skeletons.
This is a charge I'm not worried about. They'll wipe out the complete unit. But this one
And
is a nightmare because
Spearman
they'll
charged at
overrun into my army
the
commander.
skeleton as well.
Mhm.
The eagle is still in close combat against the army commander and 1 zombie. And my archers reformed in order to
Yeah.
have the battlefield in their view.
One of my last hopes
Maybe
was
they can,
that your wizard would miscast and
maybe
explode.
they can even shoot because they have a musician.
Okay.
The archers, and I think if they reform and have a musician, I think they can. I didn't pass leadership test. Let's say they can't shoot this turn.
Okay.
Because they didn't pass leadership
Yeah.
test. So, we already draw for the magic phase, but my sorcerer, my wizard is out of range. It's more than 24 inches away. So I can't do any spells.
So which
So-
unit
Skip to the hand-to-hand combat phase.
and which unit would you have shot? Because you said... Okay, so you have got 30 inches with your bows.
I need a magic spell. The magic
Okay.
phase. The
Mhm.
bows have 30 inches.
Okay,
I can shoot
yeah.
him, but the spells are out of range. Okay, starting with the chariot. First of
But
all,
this time we have to... We mustn't forget our fear test. Because... Technically, yeah, all of my army causes fear or terror. And here we've got a 9, which is probably too much.
but I think they can re-roll because of the BSB.
Okay, if it's within 12 inches. Yeah.
9.
Another 9. Yeah.
So they have.
Weapon skill of 0 or 2.
But they cause
stuff like that.
fear themselves. So I think
Okay.
it's cancelled out. Or do they cause terror? Then it's another thing.
They cause monstrous. I think monstrous infantry causes fear, whereas he causes terror, the wargulf. Yeah.
Okay, so nothing
Mhm.
happens. Okay, so the impact hits.
Yeah.
So it's 3 with a strength of 5.
I've got a toughness of 5.
Okay. So none.
None.
Okay. So what do you have for initiative?
I've got an initiative of 4.
Okay. Basically I strike first,
Mm-hmm.
but I have 2 hand weapons.
Yeah.
So strike last, but I have an initiative of 5, so they still strike first.
Mm-hmm.
So 2
Yeah.
to 2 crew members. Weapon skill 5.
I've got weapon skill 4.
Okay, so hit on 3 plus, so 1 hit.
And
Yeah. With 2 hand weapons.
okay, strength 5.
Strength 6.
6 against toughness 4 is 1 wound. And I've got no armor save. Yeah.
Okay. So 1 wound from the crew. Then my lines
Okay.
have an initiative of 4.
I've got initiative 4 as
Okay,
well.
they strike simultaneously. I have 2 lines hitting on 3.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 hits.
Strength.
5.
Toughness 4 on 3s.
So 1 more wound.
Okay. So you've charged and
Then you
dealt 2
can strike
wounds.
back with 2 of the wargulfs.
I can't do stomps.
Mhm.
But I've got frenzy. So this is, as all of them are alive, I've
Mhm.
got 12 attacks. 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 times is 12 attacks. Okay. 2, 3, 4. And I've got a weapon skill of 4. So I hit on
4 plus. Oh, that's good.
So these are my hits, and they are at strength 5 against your toughness.
That's the toughness of the chariot.
So I just roll.
It's 4. So 3 plus.
That's rubbish. Yeah.
5 hits, 5 wounds.
Okay.
5
At
wounds.
minus 2.
Minus 2. And they have an armor save of 4, I think. So 5 times 6 plus.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 wounds. That
Dealt.
means that is killed.
And what can I do now?
And now we have to calculate the combat result. I charged.
But you're dead, aren't you?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. And caused 2 wounds.
Mm-hmm.
And you caused 4 wounds. Okay, so you won the combat.
Mm.
I think that you can, if you want, reform for free.
But normally, if I kill you, there's no calculating the combat result, because I can either overrun, because it was the first.
Yeah, maybe
Or
you have to
reform.
pass leadership test.
But I didn't charge you, you charged me.
No.
So I've killed you.
So can you reform
Mm-hmm.
if you want to?
Yeah, I'll do so, of course. And I'll reform like that.
Okay. Then the second combat, let's continue with the white lines.
Yeah.
Okay, they are 6, 12 plus 4,
16
16 in total.
and 17 for the additional attack of your champion, probably.
Mm-hmm. Initiative. I think it's lower than mine. I've got 5.
Much lower.
Oh.
The skeletons are at initiative 2.
Okay, so although I have a great weapon, I strike first.
Mm-hmm.
Weapon skill 5 versus
Weapon skill of 2.
of 2, so hit on
Yeah.
3s.
And they are strength 6 probably against toughness somebody from 2+.
2 plus. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 dead, so only 4 remain.
Yeah. And the rest will probably crumble for you to reform.
Okay, so 4 remain, so you can strike back with 4 skeletons. Weapon skill 2 versus 5 is 5 plus to hit.
No, so they are gone and you can reform.
But now we have to check because I charge and wipe the unit out completely.
Now you can overrun, but overrun is straight ahead. Yeah.
I think it doesn't make sense. But do I have to overrun, or I think I have
you
to
have to test.
If I don't overrun.
You have to test if you can restrain them from overrunning. Otherwise, they'll charge straight ahead directly into the rock.
No, but I can't. But it says by overrun you can do a 2d6 inch straight ahead move. I think it doesn't make sense to overrun to run in front because it's the next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so they will reform in order to have both. This is in the front rank as well. Okay, they stay this way. And then the next close combat.
Yeah.
That's my spearman. So it's 21 plus champion is 22 attacks because they can fight with 3 ranks because of their special ability as High Elves. And they strike first. Okay. So weapon skill 4 versus 2 is 3 plus. And 20, 22. Yeah. Okay, that's the total amount of hits. And a strength 3 with the spear.
Against toughness 3.
Okay, 4 plus to wound. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 wounds in total.
So it's 9 times 5.
Wow, that's great.
Otherwise,
3 are dead.
We've got the shields.
4 dead.
The shields left. Otherwise, we could have ended the game right now because he could overrun into my army commander. Now we've got 4 shield parries, but I think even this way, charging additional ranks. 1, so 3 are down. And additional
that's very
3.
good for you. Yeah. Okay. Then you can strike back with 8, 10, 11 maybe if you have a command unit. But
yeah.
Okay. Then 11 attacks. With 2 versus 4, I think that's still 4 plus to hit. Yeah, so 4 hits.
Okay. And they are only strength 3 versus toughness 3.
Yeah. 4 plus to wound.
No. 1.
Armor save, yeah.
So, you've
Okay,
charged, you've dealt 3 wounds, you've got 2 ranks.
I've got 3 ranks in total.
Yeah.
And I have a banner. You killed none.
And I've
I
got a
have
banner.
1 rank and a banner.
Yeah.
So 1 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 more are crumbling away. Okay, that's good. And one last close combat with the eagle.
Yeah.
2 attacks.
Yep.
Ooh, non-hit. kill the eagle.
No, I don't think.
Zombie, 5+.
Okay.
To hit? No.
No. The army
Army
commander
commander.
has got 1 attack.
No.
No. So we're back at the beginning of my 5th turn, and I just surrendered. Yeah. Because the main problem is that the army commander will be dead before too long. Even if I had a great magic phase, the spearman would probably overrun into my army commander. The vampire is facing the wrong direction. The direwolves are out of range. This one doesn't even have the white wolves inside his charging arc. The zombies can't do anything much. They've already got 2 wounds and would strike last against the white lions. So doesn't make much sense to me to keep on. And therefore I have to congratulate you, Alex. I think this time...
Thank you, Marcus, but I'm not so sure about it.
Yeah.
Because okay.
I think if you count victory points now and after 1 round, it might be close or just close, but in the end, I don't think. The main problem was that this unit, the 50-point eagle,
horde
got into the back of my army commander.
They can't move anymore.
And the moment he's gone, even a single roll, because such great or strong units like the Wargulf has got a leadership of 4. So the moment the army commander is gone, I can roll whatever I want, will be gone as well. Another thing which might, but on 1/5 it's difficult to include a great vampire. And even then he was too far off. I think if he was in the center of the battle together with the Graveguard, he might have succeeded in harming the spearmen or the white lions. But I've lost the Graveguard and the magic spells haven't worked any wonders. I think maybe even, how is it called? The Curse of
the Years?
Yeah, the Curse of the Years was rubbish compared. I should have chosen the cheaper one.
Nagash Death Gaze.
Yeah.
So
Gaze of Nagash.
shooting.
Yeah, this one might have helped against the eagle because D6 strength 4 hits. This could have brought him down.
But to be honest, you have to be. It's working like a shooting, so you have to be in the front to use a spell against the eagle. So it was ever in your flank or back, so you couldn't target him.
I had the choice between these 2 because I was allowed. I think because of a double roll, I was allowed to choose 1. And the rolls I wanted to have for the larger necromancer were 3, 4, and 5. And I really got...
Yeah, but I think that Curse of the Years wasn't
4.
that bad because I was able to dispel it after 1 turn. So I think it's rather is equal to the fiery convocation which I have, which remains in play. So if I weren't able to dispel it, next round they would suffer. I think a 5+, would die on a 5+ and 4+ and so on. So I think it's not a bad spell at all.
The spell itself is great.
I was lucky that I dispelled it after 1 turn. So, and yeah, I think that my wizard was really good with the spells.
And the eagle. And
the
the one thing I really regret...
But he stopped the wizard, so he can't move forward in order to be in range to refill the regiments.
And the one thing I really regret is I really counted on getting Invocation of Nehek because I chose small regiments, 2 small regiments of skeleton warriors, because I thought, man, if I only get 2 chances of refilling them beyond their starting size, I would have maybe 25 units fighting and 25 units with shields and stuff like that, and their rank bonus and their banners would have been able maybe to stop.
But to be honest, I really tried to dispel this spell on your Great Wizard because I know if it went through, your skeletons and your zombies and whatever will be refilled even beyond their starting strength. So I took all measure if I were able to dispel it. And I think in one magic phase of you only got 3 for the Winds of Magic, so it was a really bad amount of magic dice to use.
On the other hand, I think we seldomly got total force or total energy.
No, only one.
And we only got one, how is it called? Miscast. One miscast in the battle, which is a great result after having rolled so many dice.
Especially
because there were magic phases with 9 or 10 dice.
In order to get through the
in other battles, the first roll with 3d6
resulted in catastrophic miscast. But it was really interesting game.
It was an interesting and close game for the first 3 rounds.
Yeah,
but I think the 50p Eagle changed all of it.
Yeah.
And maybe the inability to really cast Invocation of Nehek, because the regular 15 skeleton units are easily run down or overrun.
Yeah. Maybe you can write in the comment what you think. If Marcus should have played this at least his 5th turn, maybe he could turn the tide, especially in fantasy. There are often crazy things happening.
I think my only chance would have been that Alex Sorcerer would have killed himself and everybody within 5 inches of him. But even then.
Okay, then we hope you enjoyed the battle nevertheless and catch you next time. Bye.
And there might be some battles inbound in German.